let's do some stretches. We're going to start with a seated position. So if you need to, go ahead and place a cushion underneath your hips. So in that way, you have a little bit more opening through your hip joint, which is going to allow you to be more comfortable through your stretches. We're going to start with our feet together in a butterfly position, but instead of keeping the foot or the feet close to your groin, we're actually going to push the hips back a little bit. So there's a little bit more of a diamond shape. So lengthen through the spine and then allow your body to just drape in, and it allows a little bit more of that curve through the back. So we're stretching into the back muscle and the hips also. And we're not pulling on your feet. I'm just placing the feet here, right? Your hands by your feet. And then we rock side to side. So just releasing our lower back. Relax your shoulders as you do this. All right, and then we'll cross the leg over. Posture is tall and hook your hand on your thigh as you give yourself a twist. Keep the spine nice and long as you rotate, allowing the head to turn along with your upper body. So that way we have great neck spinal alignment. Relax your shoulders and keep breathing through that twist. Spinal mobility is very important. And let's do the other side. Just swivel on over. Giving you a nice stretch through your spine. Meanwhile, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Okay, so from here, let's take our feet to a wider position. So taking our feet out wide, send your hips back a little bit so it creates this micro hinge from your hip joint, allows you a better stretch. So we're going to come forward into that stretch, forward fold. Now, of course, just find the range that works best for you, hands down option. If you're tight through your hips, again, placing a cushion underneath your hips is great, or you can even bend your knees and then lean in. So find your best option today. So we are stretching through the back of your legs, your hips, your lower back. And then flex your feet a little bit, toes towards your shin. Really elongating the back of your legs. You want to kind of breathe into your hips and try to get the hip joint to relax. And let's allow our body to head towards one leg. So heading over to the right side. You can straddle the leg, or you can even bring your hands on the inside, depending on how flexible you are. And again, maybe you'll be a little bit more elevated, maybe the knee will be bent a little bit, and that's okay. And let's go over to the other side. Stretching. You might notice that one side is different than the other. For me, I'm a little bit tighter on my back on this side, so it's a little bit harder for me to lean to the side. So you just kind of work with how your body's reacting, and day by day it can be different too, depending on, is it the beginning of your day, the end of your day, and what have you done all day. Regardless, it's a nice way to release our muscles. It's always good to stretch. All right, let's go ahead and bring the legs back into the center, soles of your feet together, hands behind you, fingertips pointing away from your body, and then open up the collarbone, pressing your knee out. So being active as you press out, and then continuously opening up to the front of your body. Keep the chin slightly drawn in. And we'll relax. So We're gonna go ahead and lie down on your back, going into a figure 4 stretch. So we're gonna take the leg, cross it over, flex your foot that belongs to that top leg, hand reaches to the window. Little piriformis stretch here. We're stretching into the glutes, so that's your buttocks, and into your hips. And let's lower the leg down. Keep the leg hooked on top. Gently press your knee out. Still keep the foot flexed, and you should feel a little openness through your hip flexor. Just gently pressing it out. Never force a stretch. And let's do the other side. So hook the leg over, flex your foot, hand reaches to the window, drawing the leg in. Try to relax your shoulders as much as you can. And then we'll place the foot down, keeping the foot flexed on top there. Press your knee out, open up your hip joint. So these stretches that we're doing today are great stretches to do if you start to feel tight in your hips and just need a little bit more flexibility through your legs as well. All right, so we're gonna lie on our side and take hold of the ankle. So you're stretching into your quad. So that's the front of your thigh. So drop the knee down, pull the leg back slightly behind you so you're open through your hip flexor. That's the top, front of your hip there. And then relax your shoulder down. So we're stretching the front of the thigh, and it helps us release our knee too. This is an important stretch. We use our legs a lot, so you want to make sure you release it. And you could just roll over to do the other side. I'm going to go ahead and flip my body, a little break dance action. And then pull the leg back, opening up through the hip. Keep the knee down. And just again, relax through your shoulder. Tendency is to get to dump into the shoulder here. So if that's too much, you can always lie down flat on the floor as well. But this does accentuate the stretch, so it depends on your flexibility too. All right, let's go ahead and release it. And we'll go into little child's pose action here. So sending your hips back, relaxing through your shoulders, relaxing your hips, and then allow your hips to sway side to side. Just kind of massaging out your lower back and your hips. And let's round our spine, rounding the back to a little cat stretch. It's a little cat-cow action. And then tip the other way. And then round again. And release. And that is it for today. Enjoy.